What's up, everybody? This is Nick, and you're joining us once again for a Micro Mini Lightning Newscast, where we bring you news fast, news that you can use, and from the only news source you need. And as always, I am joined by my fellow newscaster and friend.
This is Eric.
And Eric, as always, we have 10 minutes to bring them stories, 10 minutes to bring them stories that they can make use of. And my friend, as always, we are putting 10 minutes on the guest star Death Star. So,
all right,
here we go in 3, 2, 1. Eric, hit us with that first story.
Well, Nick, I want to inform you that we have lost a great mind, a physicist who described many things such as black holes and some theories on combining quantum mechanics and relativity.
Neil deGrasse Tyson died?
Neil deGrasse Tyson has passed away.
Oh, my goodness. I am sorry to hear that. He
No.
seemed so young and
Spry.
able-bodied.
Well, I have some sorry news for you. Neil deGrasse Tyson did not die. I know it's one of your greatest hopes in life. But
That's sad.
Stephen Hawking's, the man, the myth, the legend, has passed away. He died. As of today, which is March 14th, 2018.
Pi Day? He died on Pi Day? 3.14?
Wow, I didn't even think it was Pi Day.
It's Pi Day.
I didn't even realize it was Pi Day. Man, that's usually a big deal in my circles. I didn't hear a word about it. My friends must not be talking to me. Why didn't you tell me this, Nick?
I apologize. I assumed you knew. It's on my calendar.
Is it? Well, that's appropriate, right? So we can pay homage to both Stephen Hawking and Pi Day, and lament the fact that Neil deGrasse Tyson is still alive and hates Pluto.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
deGrasse Tyson. All right. Well, we're going to talk. I'm just going to
come at me, Neil deGrasse.
Well, I was going to do a few things that I found out about Stephen Hawking today. One being that he had a habit of doing something to people that he didn't like, or accidentally to people, and one of his greatest rumored
was it that joke that you walk up to him and you say Bangkok and you hit him in the genitals?
Yeah, he was used to that one.
He was used to that one?
He was the sport.
Okay, I didn't know if he just did that to people. I mean, it seems like an odd... You wouldn't expect it from him.
You really wouldn't expect that from him.
No.
But one thing he would do is he would run over the toes of people with his wheelchair. Now, that's no joke. I have one of those mechanical wheelchairs in my garage right now.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot move it. It weighs, I think, 800 pounds. It's incredibly heavy.
And you get a man the size of Stephen Hawking in it, that's even heavier.
That is some amount heavier.
You know what that is?
What's that?
That's physics.
You have proven physics. Well, his greatest regret was not running over the toes of somebody in his life.
Donald Trump?
Maybe. Another politician, wrong country, Margaret Thatcher. He says in his life, he regret not having the opportunity to run over Margaret Thatcher's toes.
This man hates toes.
He said people who annoyed him, people who annoyed him were a target and found themselves having to kind of maneuver themselves around him because he would maliciously run over people's toes.
Wait a second.
Are
you telling me Stephen Hawking was a jerk?
Yeah. He says, I'll run over anyone. He said it was a malicious rumor that he runs over people's toes, and he'll run over the toes of anyone who spreads it. He was a character.
He was.
He was a character.
He was.
Another thing about good old Hawkins was...
well, I can tell you one thing about him.
Yeah.
He was in an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
He was?
At the very beginning, he's sitting there playing poker with Data.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember this scene.
He's playing poker with Data. I believe you have Mr. E equals MC squared that was also there. And I can't remember. There was one other. So it was Einstein, Hawking, I can't remember who all it was.
Well, oh, here we go. Newton, isn't this Newton?
Yes,
Einstein
Newton,
and
Einstein,
Hawking. Of course,
Hawking.
Newton and Einstein
Obviously
were
played by other people.
Other people, but yes, there he is. I Descent Part 1 plays poker against Stephen Hawking, Isaac Newton, Albert Einstein. Wow.
It was only like a very brief scene. I want to say at the very beginning of the episode.
I kind of remember a little bit of this, but oh wow, that's crazy. He must have he loved data, but in contrast to that, Stephen Hawking actually
thought he was a real android.
Himself.
Little known fact. Tried to run over his toes, never succeeded.
Wow. Stephen Hawking gave a chilling warning, though, to us. He was not a fan of Donald Trump, and he said that...
Did he run over his toes?
He aimed to run over his toes. Secret Service had to contact him and talk to him about it. But he gave a chilling warning about climate change and the fact that the atmosphere of the Earth could turn as hot as the atmosphere of Venus.
Oh.
Yeah, which I don't think is very comfortable. I'm not a fan of that much heat. I like a warm day.
It would work on my tan a little bit.
Well, I don't know how much light. Yeah, it's like that scene from
I do it for beauty.
No. Remember that scene from the movie? Oh man, it's where I'm really having a hard time with names.
Got nothing.
The Polished Eyeballs. Come on.
I got nothing.
Speed, from the movie Speed.
Speed with Keanu Reeves?
No. What am I thinking? I'm having a hard time. You're going to have to edit this.
Okay. Wait, Stephen Hawking was in Speed?
No,
it would have been a completely different movie.
We're moving on.
Don't take that wheelchair below 55 miles an hour.
What's the one? Fast and the Furious. Who's in that? The bald dude.
Vin Diesel.
The Polished Eyes one. Pitch Black.
Pitch Black. Gotcha.
And in the second one, he's in the prison. And
Stephen Hawking's in Pitch
Black. You just didn't see him. If you listen closely,
deleted scene.
He's in the darkness. You can hear his chair. It's terrifying. But
he's coming for Vin Diesel's toes.
Well, moving on past Vin Diesel's toes. We've talked ragged on a little bit of another scientist, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Who is still alive.
Just barely.
I just looked it up.
But he is busy, doing what scientists do, moving the marker of our human collective knowledge to better mankind. What do you think Neil deGrasse Tyson is struggling and facing right now, Nick?
Well, very clearly the man is trying to figure out a way for us to inhabit Mars, to move our society from one planet that is apparently slowly dying, according to everyone, to another planet that we can slowly kill one day.
Well, that would be positive. That would be a good thing.
Yeah.
But no, he is currently fighting the flat earthers, trying to prove that Earth is not flat. I'm glad he's using his time wisely on this planet.
What a complete waste of time.
Yeah.
Way to go, Mr. Tyson. What else is he known for?
He hates Pluto. He's part of the group, I believe, that demoted Pluto to a dwarf planet, if I remember properly. And now he's moving on to prove the Earth is not flat. Sounds like a logical step in my opinion.
Some things are worth the time, just worth the time to do. And apparently this man has found what it is that he deems worth the time to do. And while most of us would say, it's worthless, he obviously finds some worth in it, Eric.
Well, he's a smarter man than I. Cannot deny that.
Barely.
And so I can't fault his ideas in terms of the reason and why he does them. But right now, that's what he's doing. And thank you, Neil deGrasse Tyson, for fighting the flat earthers, because they're a big problem nowadays.
Well, it's just like what we see in Terminator. The flat earthers will one day rise up, destroying humankind as robots. and will become androids, much like Data, and will try to roll over the toes of everyone around them.
Exactly. How have you boiled the essence of this entire Micro Mini Lightning newscast down to just a few words, Nick?
Oh, sir, I will.
How have you done that?
Figure it out in a matter of seconds.
Oh. Got it.
Which, by the way, I want to just really quickly tell you. Apparently, Stephen Hawking was in a lot of stuff. I didn't realize. I mean, he was.
What was he in?
He was in apparently on The Simpsons once. He was apparently
I
on
remember
Big Bang Theory.
Okay, makes sense.
I mean, he did. Let's say, superhero movie. I don't know.
I don't know that one.
Oh, he was played by an actor there. Played himself on cartoon form of Futurama, The Simpsons, Fairly Odd Parents.
I don't remember that one. I remember Futurama and The Simpsons.
Man,
well, we just don't have time to get into all this, Nick. I mean, you could have brought this up while we were in the newscast. We ran out.
You know what, Eric? There's a lot of stuff I could bring up in the newscast, and you know what? You, sir, need to bring up where they can find us.
Well, you can find us all over the web if you have time. Well, you know what I found out today, Nick? I looked around and I finally found us. We are on Spotify.
Spotify?
We are on Spotify. If you search Spotify in the podcast section, you will find us. So type in Pull Up a Chair Podcast on Spotify and we are there.
Well, Spotifers, welcome.
Welcome to the Puck Nation.
I assume that's what they're called, Spotifers.
I don't know. I downloaded the app just to see if that was true. And it is. So we're there.
Are you now a Spotifer?
I had an account, but I don't get into that.
Spotify, if you want to use that word, please
contact us.
Come contact us.
License that from
you
us.
Using that dictionary, I'm going to be getting a hold of you.
Dictionary company?
Yes.
All right. You can find us also on Facebook and YouTube. Just type in Pull Up a Chair Podcast in the search engine. You'll find us. You can also find us on Twitter, just at Pull Up a Chair Pod. That is, again, Pull Up a Chair Pod. And you can find us on our own website, which I'm currently working on. And that is puckpodcast.website, pucpodcast.website. Nick.
All right. That's all the places you can find us and hear more news brought at you right here on this newscast, the Micro Mini Lightning Newscast, part of this great network we call the Pull Up a Chair Network. And we hope that you have yourself a great day.
Bye.